You know, as a representative of a business, I would say that the government leading on important initiatives like bringing private sector capital into a public need like water and wastewater infrastructure is huge, and here's why. The American Society of Civil Engineers just released a report saying that the nation's water and wastewater infrastructure has a grade of D-. That is lower than my grade in Calculus 2 at the University of Virginia. I took a pass-fail, so I did pass. But I would just say that it's critically important to get private sector capital involved. We heard Senator Flake talk this morning, and he said, you can't count on the federal government. You can't just sit there and wait for the federal government to fund these water and wastewater initiatives. There's too much demand on the Treasury. There's not enough money to go around, so you have to figure out other ways to take action. And what the Department of Interior is doing by creating this Natural Resource Finance Center is exactly that. It's trying to get the private sector more engaged in addressing a very important public challenge. The whole world is experiencing increasing water scarcity, not in every single community, but in many regions of the world. And the World Bank released a report about 3 or 4 years ago, and they said, look, the world's reached a tipping point in large measure because of climate change, where now demand for fresh water exceeds supply. Overall, we're seeing that play out not just here in the Southwest, but in many places. And I would say that the private sector has a very important role to play, and the role is twofold. One is we can share our thinking on what types of policies governments can implement to address water scarcity. And the second is we can lead by action, by example, and GE is doing that as well through its global sustainability initiative, which is called Eco-Imagination, where we set a goal of reducing our own water consumption by 25% and have now reduced it by 42%.